Yo, what's going on, everybody? Leafu from Pot Devices here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the price quality ratio when you're buying clothing. At what price do you reach where the more money you pay for a garment, that it doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a better garment? And when does it get to a point where it's not about the quality anymore? It's about the brand, status, exclusivity. We're also going to talk about the opposite of exclusivity, which is accessibility, right? So we want to break it all down. A little bit about myself before we begin. I have my own brand, Pot Devices. We encourage people to look deeper, and it's a fun brand, but also, I want people to think. So go check it out, Pot Devices on Instagram and potdevices.com. Check that out. And what makes me qualified to speak on this topic? I was a reseller of a streetwear for, a couple years. I was profitable, and I really kind of studied this. This interests me a lot. So I'm gonna break it all down. All right. So usually when you start your fashion journey, you usually start at H&M, right? More fast fashion. You might be in high school and college. You don't have as much money, and you're just trying to get fly for the low, right? You're trying to impress somebody special in your class, trying to look fresh. I get it, right? And you might be looking at $20 for a hoodie. Okay, cool, right? You get in there, you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. But I wash it a couple of times and it comes out the dryer and it looks like a garbage bag. So, all right, cool. Let me move on, right? $20 hoodie, and then you maybe get a $40 hoodie from Nike, right? Like, okay, this is cool. This is a little better. And then you get a Champion hoodie, the reverse weave, 70, right? And then you keep going up, if you do. Now, at some point, you reach a price where it's like, it's a hoodie. Like, how good can it be quality-wise? And to be honest, yeah, like you can make it, some brands manufactured in Italy and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it is a hoodie. So I would say around the $200 price point is when your returns start to just kind of plateau in terms of hoodies. And that's when you start to talk about brand and status. Now I go out, a good amount to the club. I realize I go out to the club a lot when I can tell people the different nuances of the different scenes, like between Brooklyn and Manhattan, and different, what time to go specifically. Who's trying to fiend for a drink, who's trying to finesse you for a drink versus who's not. You know what I'm saying? So I go to a club quite a lot, and in the club, status matters a lot, right? Now, you might be in the club wearing a $250 Rude t-shirt, and I have one myself. I love it. But let's be honest, that t-shirt is not worth $250 worth of value. But what it does do is signify status, right? You're telling everybody in the club who knows about Rude that you can afford to spend $250 on a t-shirt. And why can these brands sometimes price it this high, and why are people buying it? Are they all idiots? Maybe, there's some truth to that, but the more expensive something is, right, naturally it prices out people, making it more exclusive, because maybe not everybody wants to spend that amount of money for it. Maybe they want it, but they don't have the money. Or maybe they think it's just stupid, right? So the people that buy it, there's less of them. There's fewer people. And naturally, it's a more exclusive product. Like brands, I'm not very knowledgeable in luxury, but brands like Chanel, Goyard, Dior, these brands are very expensive because it's supposed to be like an achievement, a milestone, right? Like you go from for the woman, I've been told that handbags to women are like sneakers to men, right? So you go from your Michael Kors, which is $200, you go to get your Coach, $500, you get your Louis Vuitton, right? It's probably $1,000. You get your YSL, $2,000. your Christian Dior at $3,000, and then you go get your gold yard at $2,000, right? And then Chanel like $5,000. And the thing is like that's a lot for a handbag, right? I can get a tote from Target for 5 cents, man. But because it's so expensive and at that price point, and that means that you're gonna have something that a lot of people wouldn't have, wouldn't own the same thing that you have, making you feel special. Now, the opposite of exclusivity is accessibility, right? What makes something exclusive? Well, if we talk about nightlife, what makes a nightclub exclusive? It means not everybody can get in, right? You go to the door and the bouncer might look at you and be like, yo, I'm not letting you in, right? Not everybody's gonna get in, but the people that do get in, they feel special. And the people that don't get in, they still want to go in because we want what we can't have. That's the basic premise of fashion, supply and demand. When I was reselling, whatever product I was reselling, it was sold out. More people wanted it than there was supply, right? That means I can charge a higher price for it. And yeah, so the opposite of exclusivity is accessibility. We can go and just buy it whenever you want. For example, Target clothing. I love Target, right? They have solid clothing, but you're never gonna see people lining up to buy Target tank tops, Target shirts, Target sweaters. It's very accessible. They make a lot of them, right? Everybody that can go want a Target sweater can go buy a Target sweater. And that's why people don't see Target in the same way, So we spoke about price to quality ratio, exclusivity, accessibility, and also brand and image, right? Like a lot of brands, they are lifestyle brands. So when you buy a piece of clothing or garment from that brand, you are, buying into the brand and associating yourself with that lifestyle. But all in all, my opinion on all this, do what you like, buy what you like. I wouldn't say buy so other people think you're cool. No, buy what you like, and if what you happen to like is expensive shit and you can afford it, do you, right? Anyways, guys, I know these past 2 videos have been talking videos. I've just been making videos that have come to my head that I would want to watch personally. Hopefully, I hope so too. We get some more of me styling stuff. So also let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. As always, I'm Lee Fu from Pot Vices. Make sure to go check out Pot Vices. We recently dropped Real Love, drop 2, really special collection to me, inspired by New York and romantic love. Go check that out. Pot Vices on Instagram and potofvices.com. I'm Lee Fu, and I'll holla at y'all next time. Salute.